Hey guys, and how you going? And today I just want to show you how to do something really neat, and that's to have a certain area of the map as like a particular wavelength. So if I just want this section of the map to be infrared, I can do that. So that's what I'm going to be showing you. I'm also going to show you how to add classifications. Let me just turn this off. Classifications on a map. So if you want to see every single group of wavelengths, say into like 10 groups, you can see like a range of wavelength values between any certain numbers, and it'll be from 0 to 256. So if I'm using just the wave blue, then I can put that wave of blue into 0 to 256. But it'd be better to use this for infrared, because in infrared it's such a long area of wavelength values, so therefore you could see lots of different things. But anyway, trying to show just an area of the map as infrared. Let's do this. So first what we need to do is we need to select our area. So we can use any of these using the ROI, Regions of Interest tool. So we're using a rectangle. If I hold down left click and then I bring it out, let go, and then I double click, I now have an area that I have chosen. So then all I have to do is I can export this first as a shapefile. So my area is selected, this one's selected, the one I just made. So then I just need to enter an output file. Where do I want to put it? So I've done a few tests of these to make sure it's working. I'll just call this one 66666. There you go, this is our output location. Our file is called 66666. That's okay. And you can see at the bottom right, it just finished loading. So yep, should be all done. Then I can just go to, I'll just close this, don't need that. I go to, under the regions of interest, go to subset data from ROIs. Oh, and when you're learning ENVI or when you're learning like anything, it's good to just go through the tools and just use things at complete random. And they'll also tell you like what they need to use. Like, see how this icon says ROI? I know that I need to use this icon here. So it also kind of tells you basically what you need to be doing in order to get anywhere. But anyway, under regions of interest, go to subset data from ROIs. I want to select my entire base map, which is this Brisbane one. Go to, there's all the file information if you want to see that. Okay. So then I just want to select the square that I made. Remember, I named it 66666. You can also see it here, ROI number 3. This is region of interest 3. Then I just want to enter an output file name. So what I'm doing here is I need to essentially like do it again, but in this case, I am now selecting the area as a boundary. So if I go OK, you'll be able to see it in a second. There it is. You can see this blue outline. That's the boundary that we'll be working with. So that's great. We have that. Now all we need to do, if we go back to, if we just go up to Data Manager, let's go to, where do we have it? This is our file, 7777. So this block is 7777. This is our ROI. So then I just want to get near infrared, blue, green, red, so red, green. And you can see the bands popping up here. Loader. And there you go, just like that, I have an area. I now have an area which is just my infrared. So if you just want to see a portion of the map as something, that's how you do that. And yeah, again, just make sure that you go through all these when you're learning a new program and just throw yourself into them, just trying them out. Anyway, so now I want to create a classification type thing, which I'll be able to show you in just a second. Let me just turn off my ROIs, don't want that. Let me just select the main base map again. I want to go under classification, under unsupervised classification, and then Isodata Classification. So I just want to select that. I want to select my entire base map. Okay, that's fine. This is where you choose the number of classes, meaning the number of different groups of color that you'll be able to see on your map. So I don't want a min of 5, I want 10. So min 10, max 10. I want exactly 10. And you can choose like your standard deviation, so like where do you want your class breaks to be? You can do all that here. Yeah, I want to output it to a file, that's fine. And I'll just call this up to 8888888. it's fine. Okay, and then just like that, it's one easy simple step using the tools that you have at your disposal. And loading, loading, loading. And there you go. Here are our colors. And so if you go into these classes, you should be able to like, class names and colors and all that. So you can change the class names if you want to say this is a specific group. Like if you know that if I was using just infrared and I knew that a particular group of red was really, really bright, I would call that class vegetation, or I would call it healthy vegetation, and then I would call less bright reds not healthy vegetation or something, and then I would call not reds as they would be white, I would imagine. I would call them anything but vegetation. I would call them roads or water or buildings or something. Anything that doesn't reflect a lot of infrared light. But yeah, that is how you do a couple of neat little tricks with ENVI. So good luck, guys.